Maxon, aka Bay Old Wolf, aka Malcolm Excellence, aka Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. Today is Wednesday, August 16th, 2023. It's about 10 a.m. Eastern here in the beautiful, lovely Queen City, aka the Republic of Cincinnati. And that makes it about what? 7 a.m. Pacific time and about 4 a.m. in Hawaii. All right. And I've got no action today. Okay, first of all, let me just say this. Today I'm talking to the sports investors. Okay, most of the time that's what we do: sports investing, help people get to a bag. Every now and then we mix in some pop culture and other things. Today is strictly for the sports investors. Okay, so if you feel like you have a gambling problem, please do not watch this show. We'll talk about sports investing. Okay, sports betting, sports gambling. Okay, what we like to call sports investing because we're not gambling. Okay, we're making investments in teams. Okay, um, so yeah, make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Okay, share it. Okay, and do the same for the Fame Rothstein Sports Investing show on Spotify. It's on an audio podcast. You find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, about 10 different platforms you can find it, right? Make sure you like and subscribe to it as well. Share both of these contents, okay? This because this is free. I don't charge you for anything. This is mainly for me. It's kind of therapeutic for me because it helped me get through something I was going through, and um, then I decided to share, to give it to the world. It's been we're starting our sixth season of the podcast, and lately, about the last year and a half, we kind of slowed down. Things, life got in the way, so we got to slow down a little bit, but we're still there. And this year, we're going to be stronger. All right. Um, so let's make sure we check all the platforms. Okay. Usually, okay, especially during the football season. Right now, we're kind of just spotty because we're kind of waiting for football to come back. Just kind of usually we over the past 5 years we've done great in baseball. This season it's kind of hit and miss, and just like I said, life happened, so we kind of fell back just a little bit this year, just a little bit. Um, like I said, going into our sixth year, we're about what 60. We were 61% last year. Now we're like 59.8. You know, uh, uh, for this season, going into this season, and that's that happens. Because we're still above the mean. Because the best, the people that are called sharps, you know, they want to be 55%. Sharps, people who spend a lot of money that move the lines and things like that, and it's supposed to be accurate. They want to be at 55% for a year. Over like I said, over 5 years we've been at 59.7%. And one year we were a good 64, 65%. Okay, um, but yeah, we want to talk about because this is the first full football season that the great state of Ohio will be able to legally enjoy sports betting from their homes, wherever, Uh, so this is their first full football season. I think last year they were only able to get um, the Super Bowl, maybe one the last playoff week, but I know there's only the full Super Bowl. I think maybe the playoff, but whoever, because it's January 1st. So yeah, I don't think there were. Yeah, there were a few regular season games, but yeah. So today we're going to talk about the types of bets and the types of investments and the terms you'll hear on this show. I'm not speaking for anybody's show. I'm not going to mention any sports books or anything, because um, they don't pay us. They want us to talk about their sports book. Break off some dough, some bread, right? Um, Pardon the noise in the background, folks. But yeah. So first thing we want to know First thing you want to know about sports betting is this is the most important thing. Okay, never invest more than you can afford to lose. Okay, set out some dough for each season. Set out some bread for each season if you can. Football season. And say I'm going to go with this amount of money. At the end of the season, you should be profited. Okay. Um, but yeah, never take more than you can. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Okay, and if you feel like you have a problem, like I said, www.gamblersanonymous.org. Okay, um, if things get too thick for you. Okay, but never invest more than you can afford to lose. Okay. Now, having said that, okay, these are the types of wagers. Okay, the three main types that we'll use on this show. Okay, there's the straight bet. Okay, the straight wager, the straight investment. That means I'm only taking one. I'm only concerned with one result, one outcome. Okay, whether I take, say it's football, I take Alabama to beat Maryland. Okay, by a certain amount of points or whatever. I'm only worried about that one thing. Okay. Then there's two, the parlay. Okay, a parlay is when you have at least two different investments together on the same ticket. Now, whether you have two, three, 10, 15 different plays on your parlay ticket, they all, if for the ticket to be successful, to be a winner, they all have to hit. They all have to hit. All of them. Okay? All of them. One loses, you're sunk on a parlay. But then the next one is the round robin. Round robin. Well, where depending on how many plays you have on the round robin, you know, and what the odds are, you still might win something on the round robin, but you at least get some of your money back on the round robin. And what a round robin is all the different possible combinations on the ticket, the round robin you've taken, they're all available for you. Okay, that's going to cost you a little more money because you got more action, right? Let's say you do a three-team round robin. Let's say you take Maryland and Alabama again. You take Alabama to win. You take USC over Utah. Okay, you take I don't know Michigan over Ohio State. Okay. Now you're gonna take the straight bets, the singles. Okay, so that's three. Then you've got three different two-team parlay combinations. You've got Team A, Team B, Team A and Team C, okay, and then Team B and Team C. Okay, three different ones. Okay, two-team parlays. Then you have one three-team three-team parlay. Okay, so that's a total of 7 different investments. Okay, depending on how many hit and how the odds are, depends on how much you'll win back. Okay. But like I said, a round robin, because there's more action being wagered, it's going to cost you more money. You know, so remember that as well. Okay, but it's kind of like a backup plan. It's like the pick four backup. Okay, on this show we mainly talk about straight bets. Okay, if you decide to parlay them and round robin them, that's on you. When we talk, we're talking about the straight bet. Okay, the straight wager. Okay. Now, the different types of wagers. Okay, there's mainly 3 that we'll talk about. Okay. There's the spread. That's the number of points or runs or whatever that a team is expected to win by or lose by, depending on what you take. Okay. You can take the, like say you take the Alabama again. You take them to win by 3.5 points. Obviously, you don't win by half point, so that means Alabama will have to win by 4. Okay, very important that you, whenever you can, you tease or you buy points, sell points to get rid of the point five, half, the hook, as they say. Okay, you always get rid of that because that way, worst come to worst, that, well, you lose worst come to worst, but that gives you a chance of a tie as well. Now, it'll cost you the odds a little bit. The odds might be go from minus 110 from 3.5 to minus 125 for just three. But you still just want to be safe, right? Okay, so there's the spread. Then with the spread, there's also the money line. The money line. That just means a straight up win. No wins or no points, no nothing. Just a straight up win. That's usually much what's the word I'm looking for? Less fruitful. Because it'll usually cost you more money. The money line is usually higher. Minus 200 and more. Sometimes. Minus means the more likely it's less not gonna hit. Plus means you'll make more money if it does hit. Okay, because everything's based on a $100 bet. So if something is minus 200 means it's more likely gonna hit. If something's plus 200, probably won't gonna hit, but you get more than twice your money back, right? So that's the spread. Then there's the over/under. That means the object, whether it's the total points, of the game that are going to be scored. You're saying it's going to be over/under. Say the total, of the NFL game is 44.5. You're saying it's going to be over or under that total for the game. Okay. The odds will be minus 110 for each, and it's up to you. Okay. Then there's there's prop bets. Okay. Prop bets are one specific events within the specific event. For instance, you can take Maryland to score 3 points for the game against Alabama, 3 or more points for the game, or whatever lines they have for you. It could be like total touchdown passes by a certain player, or total rushing yards, receiving yards, total catches, total touches. It could be anything. Total sacks for a team, total sacks for a player, props, things like that. Yeah, the thing with props is they usually don't come out until they're like the last thing to be on the board for that game because most games, most professional games, NFL, NBA, NHL, they'll have at least somewhere around 300 total different investments you can make in the game between props, over, under, spread, all that. Okay. Baseball, college sports, college football, basketball, they'll usually be about 150 to 200 total. Okay, for each particular event. So, you want to once you see those numbers, it'll tell you like how many total investments are available for that game. Once you see those numbers pop up, that means that game is totally loaded. Now you can go look and go in there and shop and find you some investments. Okay. What else do we want to talk about? Sometimes the odds will change. Okay, well, let's talk about the odds. The odds are, like I said, based on a $100 wager that your specific chosen event will occur. Minus 110 is standard. Okay, so if something's over minus 110, that means the higher it is over minus 110, minus 115, 130, 200, some of those first week college games, it'll be like minus 10,000. It means you got to put up $10,000. It'll be like minus 10,000, like the better team to win because everybody feels early with cupcakes. It means you got to put up $10,000 to win 100. Is that a wise investment? No. So we would just, we can't find a better investment. We just get the hell out of that game. And usually I'll give you an odd number, either 3 or 5 picks for that day. So that way, we should come out on the winning side of at least 3 if it's 5, and at least 2 if it's 3. Okay? Some days we hit, some days we profit, some days we don't. But the best thing about it is it's always free for you. It costs you nothing. Except the time to listening to me and the wages you're going to use. You owe me nothing. Trust me. I've never asked and never will. What else is there going on? I'm sure I'm just doing this kind of off the top. Got some notes written down. But those are the basics of my show, and then as you'll see, when I make a pick, I'll have the event, and the time of the event, the name of the wager that I'm taking, and the odds in parentheses, okay? The odds of that event, Oh, one thing I do want to say, this is a term we'll use, units. A unit is 1% of your total investment allocation. Say you set off $10,000 to bet on all sports for the year. That means 1% would be $100 for each investment. Okay? See what I'm saying? Like that. That's a unit. So if I say 3 units at $100, you'll be putting in $300. Usually we go by the 1 unit. Sometimes I'll say add a half a unit. But it all depends on what you have to work with, all right? So that's all I got here, folks. Don't forget to listen to next week because we'll have college football previews, and then the week after that we'll have the NFL and pro football preview. All right, those previews include Heisman and postseason awards for both college and pro. College Final Four, national champion, Super Bowl winner, some division winners. I've already given you some NFL picks already as far as Cleveland to make the playoffs. I think that was like plus 105, 110, something like that. And Detroit to get over 10.5 wins or over 9.5 wins. That's like minus 130. All right, but we'll have more. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here. If you got any questions, don't forget leave it in the comments. I always answer them. Where you can hit me on the DM on Twitter or Instagram, any of that, okay? I'll give you the Twitter and the Instagram, right? So we're going to have a great football season. We're making bags this year. I'm professing it. What do you call that? I'm manifesting it. It's going to happen this year, all right? Let's do it. So I'll holler at you soon next week for the college football preview. But until then, everybody be